Welcome to the Jeff Crilley Show. I'm your host, Jeff Crilley, and I'm very excited to meet a fellow entrepreneur. He's Brad Namdar. He is the founder of the House of Namdar. Welcome to the Jeff Crilley Show.
Thank you guys so much for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Well, the reason why you inspire me is you're so young to be so successful. I didn't start out as an entrepreneur until I was in my 40s. And when did you start?
Well, ranges on your definition of successful, but yeah, no, we're still doing business. I would say the first time I started being an entrepreneur when I was, I would say 13 years old, mowing lawns to pay for my uniforms for select soccer because my parents would still, you want to get something, earn it. You want to sign with something, earn it. So I literally, was mowing lawns for $10. And
Wow.
I grew up in Plano West, yeah. So I was mowing lawns, keep pushing the lawnmower, weed whacker, 110-degree heat. Dad would drive by honk saying, "How's it going?" And all that good stuff. But it was a good thing for I taught you about discipline. But I didn't keep some of those houses. I did a terrible job.
So you go to SMU, and at that point, you're focused on sports. You're going to be an athlete.
Yeah, at SMU, I played college football, and one of the things was that, which is daunting in its experience, that's like, you have to be at practice, you have to do a lot of time with a team practice, scout team, soreness, but also you have to do your education to make sure you're doing good in your classes or you can't play. And as a student athlete at SMU, I thought there's more I could do to help the community as well, because I also was coaching at St. Mark's at the same time, and Cooper Center and all this other stuff, and working with FC Dallas. So it was a lot of stuff I was doing then at that time.
All right, so you're headed towards sports, and then you kind of take a right turn into candles. How does that happen?
Yeah, so candles. So this is the behind the scenes about it. Is that so when I was going to SMU as an undergrad, right? When you're an undergrad, you're not wealthy upon wealth, right? So I would buy candles, and the wicks would die, and there'd be a lot of candle wax left. So I said, okay, I'm gonna try to melt this wax, and I poured them in a container, and I was like, this is so therapeutic, I love it. But when you're in athletics, right, college football or it's college soccer, whatever, right, you can't be like, hey man, you want to smell my lavender candles and stuff? So it was kind of like a secret hobby. And then over the years I had like 500 candles, and then my friends were like, this is a problem, you need to sell them. Sold them at a farmer's market. Some people in the industry bought them, they thought they were amazing. I had advice from people who were in the industry of manufacturing and wholesale, so that's where we made that quick right turn, and I decided to go and explore candles and decor.
Okay, now that was becoming very successful enough that CBS 11 did a feature on you, and so we're going to put some of the video up. It's a feature called Texans with Character. Why don't you narrate for us?
Yeah.
This is you as an athlete?
This was me as a student athlete, and I was also a student at SMU. Dream Big Soccer is what we started, and we expanded to do. We went to underprivileged communities, and we helped various organizations from Victory Meadow Heart House, IRC, and we would do free camps for underprivileged kids, giving them free balls, free gear, free prizes, awards, and really helping them. And I had it all funded by donors and sponsors, as well as utilizing the network of connections I had at FC Dallas and SMU to help make the world and help these kids have a better place. And you give a kid a shirt, who has nothing, and it lights the day up.
So philanthropy has always been part of your DNA.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, so then let's move the story forward from candles to the art world.
Right. So candles to the art world. So, I said candles was my distressor. Well, when you start a mass manufacturing, a distribution of candles domestically, it stressed you out, right? A little bit. But then I saw a niche in the market. I started painting, and I remember there was a buyer for a certain line of stores that wanted to see about us, exploring manufacturing art. And that's where I learned a lot more about the world of manufacturing. So we focused on luxury retail and doing commercial, and a commercial interior design firm gave us an opportunity, and we focused on manufacturing only in acrylic, brushed metal, and canvases. I signed the best artists I could find. We signed and did a Formula One. We're right now. And by the way, because your birthday's on the 15th, Omnibus, who's one of our anonymous
Oh, my
artists,
goodness.
you know, from Dallas.
That's beautiful.
Right
Yeah, hold
here,
that up.
yeah.
That's amazing.
Omnibus original. He's showing at the Psychedelic Robot at Bivens Gallery.
I love that. That's going in
And
my office.
That's a birthday for you, and we also expanded to pop art, as you can see, you know, and gallery art as well. So we
That
signed
is
the best.
Just stunning. And so tell me about this new phase of your life, because
Sure.
as an entrepreneur, I think one of the secrets is constantly reinventing yourself and adapting.
Absolutely.
I never imagined myself having TV studios, and now we're doing something like 70 different shows a month. And that was, the stream just kind of takes you there. So
It's a big stream.
Yeah,
a
thank
big
you.
stream, yeah.
So for you, as the art world is opening up for you, what do you see for yourself?
So, I mean, the art world is extensive. It's vast. It's one of the most frustrating yet fun worlds, because what you may like, someone may not like, and this one and that one. So you get so many opinions. But within the art industry and the art world, I see that it's a great. There's a lot of opportunity, especially for younger kids and millennials and graphic design. I met a young man who works for you, who previously did art for me, and there's a lot of opportunity there. I also see that if you're passionate, there's a lot of talent. You have to be unique. And for me, exploring, like you said, art. I didn't know that when we started this art line, I was just going to do basic manufacturing. And it turned into luxury, then it turned also into having an aspect of it that does commercial, it turned into an aspect of it that does artist representation, it turns into an aspect of gallery.
Wow.
So I saw a niche and made sure to capitalize on that opportunity, because that's important for us. We live in the greatest country in the world. So we have to push and strive and take advantage of it.
And it allows you, I think that your life allows you to meet so many fascinating people. We've got a series of pictures that I'm going to ask you to narrate, but let's start with President Bush. Tell me this story.
President George Bush, George W. Bush, he's awesome. He's a great guy. He would come and talk, to our team about, I mean, we can't go behind the scenes in a locker room, but, hype us up a little bit, right? And I remember one time I was in the weight room, and he was using our weight room, and I was walking in, and there's Secret Service in there, but I was doing a morning lift, and he was there lifting, and I walked by and chatted with him, and I'm a huge fan of his, and he's as a person and a human being, and he's an artist too.
That's right.
I'm going to try to sign him, but so this is my invitation, George, Mr. Bush, Mr. President. I would love to sign you for the House of Namdar and our art label. And
you heard it here first.
Yeah, you heard it here first. But no, he's a wonderful guy. Wonderful guy.
Okay, we've got a few more pictures. Go ahead and put up another one, if you will, Matt. Okay, where is that?
So this is when we did a how to make a luxury candle, and we were on air with CBS. We did with Leanne Locken.
From the Housewives, yeah.
From Real Housewives of Dallas. And I remember going to the set, and I told them, you want me to make a candle live. We had Carla, my chief operating officer, and I. We went there. We had a candle melter and all this stuff, and I was thinking to myself, please don't spill this wax. But we did it. We nailed it. It was good. We made a lavender candle. And it was, due to the growth of our candles, people loved our fragrances. We manufactured, poured, and distributed from here in Dallas, Texas, every aspect of it.
I love it.
So it was fun.
Matt, pull up the one with the penguin on it, because I think this is interesting. Tell us what we're looking at.
So that's one of the things about competitive markets and being competitive in the industry is how do you become unique, right? So right over there, that's two of our candles we have that are the Amethyst. They're certified by a good friend and also someone who's in the stone industry called Arkenstone. And they are decor pieces, so we call it candles and luxury decor. So that's one of our feature photos that we have of our Amethyst candles. And that's how we were able to distinguish ourselves different from the rest of the mass market, was using authentic stones, having them certified,
yes.
And how our candles became not only luxury, but also something that no one else could do in the world.
Well, so as long as we're talking about the stones and the candles, you got to tell the story about your neighbor.
Okay, so in a nutshell, before we went on air, I told you a story a little bit about. So here we go. I was playing music really loud in my manufacturing studio, and I was feeling kind of cool, right? But so someone walks in through my dock and he says, "Turn that music down." And I'm gonna say that's what he said, like that. And I told Tim, I said, don't come in my dock, And then he saw that I had stones. And the stones that I was buying, remember, I was, rookie. Yeah. So I was buying rookie stones. And he said, your stones are pretty bad. And I told him, I was like, okay, we're about to get into it right now. He goes, come with me. I was like, okay, whatever. I went next door and I saw these amethysts and dinosaurs, and I was like, who are you? And, his name was Rob Linsky, and he was the owner of Arkenstone and IROX, and he's a tremendously well-known and well-respected person in the stone world of fine stones and geology. They named a stone after him called Levinskite. I mean, so when he told me my stones, needed to improve, I said, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely, they do. Please, help me. So we became friends, and he's been a very valuable friend till this day. So,
wow. There's probably a lesson in there about, when luck meets opportunity.
Absolutely.
Right? Sometimes you do get lucky as an entrepreneur, don't you?
And sometimes you get really lucky by turning the volume up really loud and then hoping something good comes out of it. But no, absolutely. I think that opportunity comes from preparation. Opportunity also comes from, being in the right position at the right time and taking, full charge at it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And never losing sight of what it's all about. And so we have a picture of you with a bunch of volunteers, I guess. Go ahead and pull up that picture.
This one right here is actually St. Mark's.
Okay.
Those kiddos volunteered at my Dream Big soccer camps that I did at SMU. We won the SPCA championship for the second year, and this photo means a lot to me. Actually, that's me. Let's see if you can spot me.
Yes,
right
there. Yeah.
Right in the middle holding the trophy, but most people, they would be like, which one's the student, which one's one of the coaches? So, but no, that was during undergrad, and we won the SPC championship, and it was a great moment. That was actually in Dallas that year, and they volunteered for my camps that we had for these underprivileged community kids that we had at Vickery Meadow and the IRC.
And is giving back and charity still a large part of who you are?
It's a huge part, because I believe strongly that it's not about just being successful, making money. If you're in a position, or you have to have the values and mindset to be able to make the world a better place. So we've partnered with the American Breast Cancer Foundation. We have a pink quartz candle we've done art for them. We also have done things from the IRC, SPCA, JDRF, which is huge, Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation, and countless other ones, YMCA. And I think that it's important for business leaders and even small businesses like me. By no means am I a business tycoon of any sort, but it's important to give back and provide opportunities and to see what you can do to help, everyone else. Because just like Rob was able to, say, hey, your stones are really bad, well, he helped me in a certain aspect, right?
Yes.
I had family support and family friend support to start my thing, and I want to make sure that myself, I've always, even from undergrad, made sure to give back and also to encourage others to give back, because it's a rewarding feeling in itself. You never do it for anything else, but the rewarding feeling, and also people remember that. They will always remember when someone gave them an opportunity or when somebody, inspired them, and that inspires them to be better people for tomorrow too.
Wow, you're a fascinating guest. We're going to have you back again. Please give everybody your website so they can get a hold of you.
Sure, absolutely. So to get us online for our art house, it's www.houseofnamdar.com. Our decor line is www.namdardecor.com.
Yeah, what a fast-paced show. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And thank you for the artwork.
No problem. No, Omnibus wanted you to have it,
This is beautiful.
So we'll do it. Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
All right, we're out of time for this episode. We'll see you next time.